What's up, YouTube? It's yo, man. It's the official man again. Alright, yo. So like today is basically a story time when the first time I smoked weed. So I don't know if y'all know or not. I live in Florida or whatever. So one day I showed up to school with 2 grams, and one of my boys he was like, "Oh, yo, um." He texted me the day before. He's like, "Yo, bring me 2 grams. I'll buy it off of you." I was like, "All right, bet." And he was like, "Roll it up for me, though." I was like, "All right." So, in our school, there's like a shopping center. So we went to the shopping center, and we bought some chips, whatever. And then, as we were walking like back to school, this nigga turns on the blunt. So he's smoking that shit up. But I tell him not, cause like we about to go to school. So like I'm not trying to smell like weed. And this man, he's smoking, and then some other nigga shows up in the bike, and then we start smoke. They start smoking, but I'm just there like chilling with them. You feel me? And then as these niggas are smoking or whatever, um, there's like this car, right, and it looks like a cop. So we like by a garbage can, so we ran behind it, and we were scared, but like when it passed by, it ended up being like a taxi car that was like, you know how people be like buying old cop cars and they fix the shit up, and so it was one of those. So we was like shitting bricks or whatever. So we were like, oh yo, let's just go to school, fuck this shit. So the blunt was almost gone, so we gave it to this nigga, the one that had came on the bike. And then but the nigga that came on the bike, he didn't go to our school, he went to a different one because he got kicked out. So while we was there chilling or whatever, we was walking back to school. We had that shit in the Ziploc, but the nigga that I was selling the blunt to, put it in a pack where he had his earrings, like in a Ziploc bag where he had his earrings. So this nigga, like, I guess, he didn't. He gave the blunt. Like, they stepped on the blunt basically right before they put it in the Ziploc. And when we went to school, he opens the bag, and this nigga gives the bag to he gives the blunt to some jit, but the jit didn't have nothing to put it in. So the whole day he was walking around with that shit. That shit stank the whole hallway. So everybody, our school be full of snitches and shit. So them niggas, oh you smell like weed, you fucking big man. I was like, shut your ass up, bro. Ain't nobody give a fuck, fool. Honestly. And then this nigga, the nigga that smelled like weed, cause we gave it to him with no pack or whatever. He got scared, so he went to the third floor. And the only people that could go to the third floor is like sixth graders, like I think something like that. And then when we was up there, when he was up there, nigga threw literally threw his bag in the chat in the fucking this nigga threw that shit in the toilet and tried to flush his own book bag because it stink. And then so I was in PE, right, and then they called me down and they asked me, oh, have you talked to did you call this kid in the morning? And I said no. And then they let me go, but then they ended up calling me back, like I say 50 minutes later. Yeah, about 50 minutes later, they call me back, and they're like, "Oh, we know you were smoking weed or whatever." And I was like, and I tried to lie, but like, I got snitched on. So then they were like, "Oh yeah, we know you smoked or whatever," and I was like, "Nah, sir, I didn't smoke. I never smoked." And then they call our parents. So like, when they call our parents, like I didn't want to lie to my mom or whatever, fool. So I had to tell her the story, and then when I got home or whatever, I got my ass beat, blah blah blah, whatever. You feel me? So the next day we went to school. Well, it was on a Thursday. So when we went to school on Friday, we got these papers to go to a juvenile school, I guess, and it's like mixed with like academies and shit. So we went there. It was 3 people that got caught with the weed. Um, but what's it called? Only 2 went because the nigga that was caught and threw his bag in the trash, I mean, the toilet, that nigga didn't go. He just stayed at home because you can stay at home or go to school. But me and the other legit, the one that I was selling it to, we went to the school. So when we was there, we met hella niggas and shit over there. But it was chilling, you feel me? And we had to do so much shit, but like, it wasn't bad, you feel me? But I mean, I guess it was a big problem because it's weed, you feel me? It's not nothing little, nothing big either. So like, I don't really know how to explain it to y'all, but like that was like the first time like I got caught with weed, and like the first time I did weed, I was like shaking and shit. I guess they said I was like the first time I was like scared, I guess, when I smoked. So I was like shaking or whatever, blah blah blah, some bullshit they told me. And then, oh yeah, and we was there for like a straight month. And then the cops will come like every Friday, and then they'll talk to me and this nigga. They would take us out of the class and they'll take us to like a room, and they'll talk to us for like an hour or so. And then every day was when we were there, we would have to do homework and shit. But it was like we were just talking shit. But it was funny because it was this one dude like he kept on farting, but that shit was funny as hell. And then you couldn't snitch in that class because if you snitch, you would get an extra day, like an extra day being there and shit. And if you got an extra day, it will be after Christmas, so you'll be going every day for some reason. I don't know, but that shit, it's not. I fuck with that school though. It's funny than the school I was going to. The school I was going to full of white niggas in that bitch. Pussy ass niggas talking about, oh, I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna shoot you, nigga. Like, shut your ass up, nigga. You ain't got a Glock talking about, I'm gonna shoot you, nigga. And then when they about to get jumped, they're getting all scared. But, niggas be pussies. But, yeah, that was the first time I got caught with weed or whatever. And then some jit the other day, he thought I snitched on him, but I was the one that got snitched on or whatever. But whatever, fuck that nigga. If I see that nigga, I'm gonna beat his ass. Nigga, pussy ass. But yeah, this is my first story time. Hope y'all liked it. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good shit. And I'm out. It's official Matt. Peace, nigga.